As children, we learn the true meaning of being a hero. Being a hero requires great sacrifice for others, not just ourselves. We learn about the heroes of Jamaica's past and how much of themselves and their lives they had to give in building a nation we should be proud to call home. They believed in a Jamaica that was more than just a country, more than just an island, more than land surrounded by water. They believed in a dream of a free nation of people, a nation built on the foundation of their sacrifices, a nation of many people working as one, a nation that would continue to produce legends and nation builders that serve towards that vision. As children, we were also taught the national pledge, a solemn promise, an undertaking. I would like to believe Sir Hugh, while writing this pledge, understood the vision and dreams of our heroes. It's clear being a hero is too much to ever ask any one citizen. Luckily, the pledge does not require heroics of any of us. It merely asks that we honor our heroes by striving to advance our nation and ultimately inspire the world, like they and many Jamaicans have done. It's important we remember those words. These words. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. If you are like me, a Jamaican born and raised on this land, maybe you will remember saying those words, singing that song in a classroom or some general assembly. If so, like me, you made a pledge. Somehow it seems like many of us have forgotten that. The crime and violence, the indiscipline and short-sightedness, the corruption, the lack of respect for beautiful lands we are blessed with, and the waters that surround and nurtures us. We have to do better. Let us honor our heroes so that they would not have sacrificed so much in vain. I hope this video can make a difference to even one soul. If so, it would all be worth it. If you feel the way I do, share it. May my voice become yours. Thanks for watching.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represent yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affect the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
Good evening, wherever you're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to another edition of the Make We Talk program. Let me know if you all are hearing me. Those in the chat room, my fellow students, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program. Tonight's program is about the Integrity Commission and other topics. It is a Monday night current affair program right here on the Make We Talk program. You know, there are some things going on in this country, you know, where we sit down and accept it, and we say nothing about it. Let me say thanks to those who came out to the protest some time ago. Jamaicans has had enough of this political dynasty. And when you hear people coming out and talking, you must know that their back is against the wall. It's against the wall. And if we in this country believe that those in the effluence of society is going to help us, and when I say effluence of society, I mean the politicians. You have a next thing coming. Jamaican politicians believe that they're above the law and they're not answerable to the people of this country. But one thing I can tell you, and one thing that we must make clear to those who are in authority in this country, that they are the servant of the people of this country. Tonight I was supposed to have my good friend Sir Wilfred Rattigan, but he's unable to come on. And if we do not get up and let those who are in authority that we run things, them no run things. They are the servant of the people of this country. And when you have a political institution or a political party attacking an institution that they helped to create, then there's something fundamentally wrong with the governing of this country. The Holness administration helped to create the Integrity Commission. And when it's not going their way, they decide to attack the Integrity Commission. It cannot be that an institution that is put there to keep checks and balances of those in the parliament of this country, that the parliamentarians decide that they must attack them, then something is wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. And we, the people, must send a clear and decisive message to those who are in authority. Before we go any further with the Integrity Commission, we have some other videos and things to talk about. One of Jamaica's well-renowned Dr. Michael Abrahams is talking out against what is going on in the health sector. But you have some little fly-by-night, pitch-by-day Jamaicans who call themselves a member of a political party that you cannot talk about. They believe that you must keep silent. You mustn't speak about the political party that they're a part of. Because that political party doesn't do anything wrong. But let me say something to you tonight. Whether we want to believe it, yes or no, whether we, the people, want to believe it, yes or no, Jamaica is in a crisis. Our health sector is in a deplorable condition. And it's full time we put away these two political dynasties, you know. These two political gangs are leading us in this country. People may say, Jeffrey, every day come on, repeat yourself over and over. It's not so, you know. We must hammer it home. We must hammer it home. But for far too long, the two political dynasties in this country continue milking the people of this country from 1962 until now. And we must speak about it. We must talk about it. We mustn't line ourselves to a political party. We must line ourselves to Jamaica and Jamaica land we love. When you have politicians who believe that they're above the law, when you have politicians who believe that they're untouchable, they will continue having their hand in the public kitty and nothing comes out of it. So the only thing that we can do as Jamaicans is talk. Then let us talk. Although sometimes I'm tired of the talking. But one day we must get justice in this country. One day we must get justice in this country. One day we, the people, must get justice in this country of ours. One day, we, the Jamaican people, must get justice. We keep on saying that, and I have been saying it, that you will never see one of these political elites from the political gangs go to prison in this country. Yes, Jack Smith has gone to prison. That's Jack Smith I'm talking about now. And that is why they are attacking the Integrity Commission that they helped to create. An institution that this government helped to create. But of course, they're afraid of it. They're afraid because what happened? Every time the Integrity Commission lays something to the Parliament, the Jamaican people have it. In no other modern democracy can you have a member of parliament who is referred to be charged for illicit enrichment and still sit in the parliament. But you have Jamaicans who believe that they must talk about the other party. You have Jamaicans who can't think about Jamaica. You have Jamaicans who believe that they're die-hearted comrades and die-hearted Labour Party members. When will we be die-hearted Jamaicans? And if you can't speak about your party, when your party do something wrong, then there's something fundamentally wrong with your mental psyche. Something is wrong somewhere. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert, or whatever her name is, has no moral authority to speak about the Integrity Commission. Marissa Dalrymple Philibert has no moral authority even to speak in the Parliament of Jamaica. Sometimes I sit by, and I don't take up certain things. When I hear certain things in the Parliament, I just make it go by. I don't really talk about it. But at time that you need to talk about it. How much trillions and trillions of dollars must gone missing? And nothing is done about it. I want to speak about the health sector. I want to go back to the Integrity Commission because I come to speak about the Integrity Commission. But let me go back to the health sector here. I want you to listen to this.
But the disingenuity of those in charge.
What I want to continue with is the state of affairs in Jamaica as it is currently, the political climate, and how it is day-to-day living in Jamaica.
I'm very concerned on multiple levels because I'm uncomfortable with what I see around me. For example, I'm in health. The health sector is in a very, 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 very bad way. It is worse than many people know. So if you've never been ill and if you've never had to go to a public hospital or had a family member go there, you probably are unaware. I haven't seen data for this year. I can tell you up to last year, our maternal mortality rate was higher than in the 80s. If you went to the Michael Jackson movie?
No, ça dit.
You see when Michael Jackson did Bad, the album? Yeah, our maternal mortality rate was lower then than it is now. In other words, a pregnant woman up to last year was more likely to die than a pregnant woman in the late 80s.
All right.
That's a national disgrace. And by the way, if you don't know who this gentleman is, he's Dr. Michael Abrahams. He doesn't buy his doctorate. He's a medical doctor. He went to the University of the West Indies. He went to UWI. The class, he went to University of the West Indies with a doctor that I know very well. Dr. Sidney Avila-Banks from the Cayman Islands. They are good friends. They're medical doctors. And if you hear a medical doctor come out and say that Jamaica's health sector is in crisis, believe him. One thing I can tell you, Dr. Abrams is not a member of any political party. He's a Jamaican and Jamaica come first for him. So listen to some more what he's saying.
There's data to support
you have
that.
To explain how
when things are not in a good state, people tend to lay the blame squarely on the governing party. It's not the governing party's fault alone why things are this bad. This has been going on for years.
Thank you.
Our health sector has been in a bad way for years. But I'm not convinced at the same time that...
Thank you. Thank you. Jamaicans must understand something. Jamaica did not get to where Jamaica is under one political regime. Jamaica's health sector did not get to where Jamaica's health sector is now under one political party. Our health sector is in crisis from way back when. But when you have a government now that is spending billions of dollars And now, corner hospital can't open. Something is wrong somewhere. But high-rise buildings going up. Hospital can't finish, you know. But high-rise building going up and high-rise buildings being finished. This is some of what Dr. Abraham is saying.
There has been much improvement under the administration now, which does not mean that if the other party had won, it would have been any better. Let me say that very clearly. Bustamante Hospital is the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. Do you know how many CT machines Bustamante has?
I'm going to really hope and pray we have at least one.
None. They've never had a CT machine. Kingston Public Hospital is the largest Type A public hospital in this country. So Type A means they cover all specialties. And KPH does a lot of, deals with a lot.
Hold on there. You heard what Dr. Abraham said? Bustamante Hospital for Children has never have a CT scan. And I'm saying, this is a medical doctor, but you have some little dibby Jamaicans. You have some Jamaicans who don't have no cabeza and say, go away, him a dirty comrade. You see? When you come out and talk, your labor is a dirty comrade or a dirty labor right. Because you have some Jamaicans can't think beyond the color orange or the color green. And that is why this country is going on the path it's going. That is why the transportation sector going down the path it is going. Because Newman has all dirty politicians on the platforms who can't speak about the transport sector. All they can talk about is politics. Jamaica is in serious problem if we can't talk about the issues facing this country. As what Dr. Abraham said, that Jamaica's health sector has been in crisis under the two political gangs in this country. Jamaica's health sector is in serious crisis under these two political dynasties in this country. And when I say there's no better barrel, no better hearing, people curse me. Want to believe that Jamaica's health sector comes just on the Andrew alone? No. But it's worse than the Andrew wholeness. It is worse than the Andrew Michael Brogard wholeness. Listen to what Dr. Abrams is saying. The Bustamante Hospital has never happened a CT scan. Good God Almighty in heaven, we're voting every 5 years we go vote. Some more of this.
Party. It's not the governing party's fault alone why things are this bad. This has been going on for years. Our health sector has been in a bad way for years. But I'm not convinced at the same time that there has been much improvement under the administration now. Which does not mean that if the other party had won, it would have been any better. Let me say that very clearly. Bustamante Hospital is the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. Do you know how many CT machines Bustamante has?
I'm going to really hope and pray we have at least one.
None. They've never had a CT machine.
You hear that? None. They have never had a CT scan. He's a medical doctor who goes to the hospitals around this country. It has never had a CT scan. What sort of country are we living in? What sort of country are we living in? Can somebody tell me what kind of country we live in? When our medical institution has no machines, whether CT scan, MRI, to assist our people, it's same with this country have a burn unit. This country don't have a burn unit. And one would have believed that how much billions that they're spending, they could build a burn unit. The Prime Minister see it fit to pump $1 billion Jamaican dollars in the film industry. Then tell me something now, Prime Minister Holness. God forbid that on the set of filming a movie, a fire break out and somebody gets serious burned. Do we have the capability to assist the persons who get the burn in this country without sending them overseas? The People's National Party run this country for 18 livelong years. And it's a burn unit either. The People's National Party run this country for 18 livelong years. And not one single burn unit either. So who wants to send me a this and me a that of own business? The two of them from 1962 has been milking this country like ticks. The two of them has been milking this country like ticks. But you have some little dibby Jamaicans who can't think beyond the color orange or the color green. All they can think about is the color orange or the color green. When will we stop thinking about these two political gangs in this country? One Hard and Klansman. Huh? The Kings, the Bustamante Hospital has never have a CT scan. Good God in heaven. Never had a CT scan. Yet we pay taxes in this country. Yet they find $1 billion to pump in the film industry. Daryl Vaz fined $1.4 billion to buy some old dilapidated school buses. And the Kings, the Bustamante Hospital, they have a CT scan. Corner Regional Hospital can't done bill. And all this Prime Minister just go around and break grounds for everything. But you have some idiots. And who want bex with me tonight, I don't care. Can nobody now put on my 10-pound of chicken back on fire. No political party can say they give me one dime for buying equipment for the Make We Talk program. No PNP, no JLP, no UIC, no Never Dare Move. All of them is fit to put into a barrel and fling long Timber Hill. If a people cannot think independently from a political party, something is wrong with your mental psyche. Listen to some more of what Dr. Abrams is saying.
Kingston Public Hospital is the largest Type A public hospital in this country. So Type A means you cover all specialties. And KPH does a lot of, deals with a lot of trauma. Because we have a lot of violence here. So gunshot wounds, stab wounds, motor vehicle accidents, etc. All right, you know how many MRI machines KPH has?
I'm going to beg and plead that you tell me they have at least one.
None. For years.
You know,
no public hospital.
You hear that? You hear that? For years. For years. So when you had Jamaicans coming up on no, Jeffrey, left PNP alone. Them is the same thing. How can you have hospital without MRI and CT scan? Huh? How can you have medical institutions, a type A hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean without an MRI machine? Huh? How can you have a type A hospital? I have some jackass on Newman platform. Who can't think, you know? The two political dynasty in this country has failed the people of this country miserably. The two political gangs in this country, one and Klansman, has failed the people of this country. Dr. Michael Abrams is telling us tonight that Kingston Public Hospital has never had an MRI machine. My God. But you have some Jamaicans who all they can't talk about is PNP and JLP. This party is in power now. And this party has been spending billions and robbing trillions. And I know a CT scan or MRI machine cannot be at KPH or Bustamante Hospital. And I know Cornwall Hospital can't finish. What kind of government is this? Huh? Let me say something to you. I'm going to show you something here. I did a research. Listen to this. To build a brand new hospital in the United States, hold on, it will cost 60 million to 300 million US dollars. Let me do something here. I think I did one about Jamaica too. Hold on there. Let me find the one about Jamaica. Hold on there for me. Hold on there for me. Let us see something here. Don't go anywhere. How much will it cost to build a brand new hospital in Jamaica? All right. What I get so far, to build a brand new major hospital in Jamaica will cost 5.5 billion Jamaican dollars. Or 14.2 billion. Approximately 35 million US dollars to US $92 million. How much Tufton Saint spent per KPH per Kingston already? How much Tufton Saint spent per KPH already? To build a brand new major hospital in Jamaica, it will cost between 5.5 billion Jamaican dollars to 14.2 billion Jamaican dollars, or approximately 35 million US to 92 million US dollars. Now somebody tell me something here. How much Cornwall gone already? It would be better for them to lick down Cornwall and build a brand new one. Huh? Wouldn't be better? The money that Darrell Vaz used to buy some of the dilapidated school buses could buy a CT scan or MRI for the hospitals. By some idiotic Jamaicans who not think logical. Who not thinking logical. all they're thinking about is their political party. Daryl Vaz used 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars to buy some old dilapidated school bus from the United States. There is no burn unit in the country. There is no MRI nor CT scans at the hospitals. This video is not an old video. No? It's a brand new video with Dr. Michael Abrams. This is on Conrad O'Brien radio station. He asked the question, how much MRI machine do you think KPH has? You know, Dr. Abrams said, not even one. Not one. So my question to the government and the former government, what all have been doing with taxpayers' money? This prime minister now is saying that they're going to pump $1.1 billion into the film industry. My question to the prime minister of this country, if there should be a major accident in this country, that happening, God forbid, with either fire or whatever, and they need the use of an MRI and a CT scan, a private institution, people have to go. Huh? It's private hospital, people have to go for use CT scan. Is it a deliberate act for them not to put any CT scans or MRI machines in the hospitals, that the Jamaican people can go to their private to the private institution with their friends and them own? What is going on in this country? Listen to what Dr. Abrams is saying.
In this country has a functioning MRI machine. And what bothers me is not just the absence of it, but the decision.
Hold on there. For those who are just coming, let's start about this thing over. With Dr. Michael Abrams and Sleek Radio, the same station that Mr. O'Brien work on, Conrad O'Brien. Listen to this.
Ingenuity of those in charge.
What I want to continue with is the state of affairs in Jamaica as it is currently, the political climate, and how it is day-to-day living in Jamaica.
I'm very concerned on multiple levels because I'm uncomfortable with what I see around me. For example, I'm in health. The health sector is in a very, 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 very bad way. It is worse than many people know. So if you've never been ill and if you've never had to go to a public hospital or had a family member go there, you probably are unaware. I haven't seen data for this year. I can tell you up to last year, our maternal mortality rate was higher than in the 80s. If you went to the Michael Jackson movie?
No, says it.
You see when Michael Jackson did Bad, the album? Yeah, our maternal mortality rate was lower then than it is now. In other words, a pregnant woman up to last year was more likely to die than a pregnant woman in the late 80s.
You heard what he said? A pregnant woman now going to KPH or one of those hospitals is likely to die. It's likely to die than back in the 1980s. Now in 2026. God help us.
There's data to support
you have
that.
To explain how
when things are not in a good state, people tend to lay the blame squarely on the governing party. It's not the governing party's fault alone why things are this bad. This has been going on for years.
All right, you hear that though? Jamaicans, you hear that though? Jamaica's health system is in crisis for years. Jamaica's health system has been in crisis for many, many years in this country. I would advise our Jamaicans, who are listening and watching, go and do a research in the health sector from in the 1960s or 1970s come up. Go and do a research. Go and do a research on corruption in this country from the 1980s come up. Go and do a research on overruns, cost overruns and projects in this country. Go and do a research on political corruption in this country from 1962 until now. And you not come away and chat no nonsense to me. Because there's one thing that I always do, is do a research on things. I am neither from no political party. My gear back smash up. I do not see who or what to vote for. When we don't have a proper health sector, our corners dark. When you have a government that is so corrupt and with hands and glove corruption in this country, I have never in my entire life, at 50-something in this country, I have seen corruption in the 1990s under the PNP. But I've never seen so much corruption like now. So much blatant corruption in this country, led by Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness. The level of corruption under this administration is appalling. The level of corruption in this country under these two political gangs. But this one is blatant in the face of the Jamaican people. We must ask the two political dynasty, how is it that they can't build a burn unit for the people of this country? How is it in 2026 there's a CT scan at Bustamante or MRI and a CT scan at Kingston Public Hospital? But every 5 years we get up in this country and all we can hear is shower labor rights. Hello, comrade. But when sickness take we, God Almighty help us with flint and flint. We don't get like that, dog. What sort of country is this? What sort of country is this? When the Jamaican people can't think independently from these two political dynasties in this country, something is fundamentally wrong with our mental psyche. When we can't think logical and stop think about these two political dynasties, something wrong with we. Something wrong with we. When Darrell Vaz head had him, in gone Miami. When Andrew Holness foot had him and Tufton. And all of them, you know what they gone? Miami. Both former and present politicians. When they head hot them, they gone to Miami. No Miami, no Miami. Because what? Taxpayers of this country pay the medical insurance while we no have none. Taxpayers of this country pay the medical insurance while we can't even afford to go to a doctor. And they can't provide MRI nor CT scan. But every 5 years, we jump up. Some of we out a road, some of we whatever out a bus stop or whatever man call it, bus window. Some of we dead for hungry. But we gone on political campaign trail. Just upon us one thing when it look good. And all they can hear. Labour Party moving on to victory. And all I can hear is my leader Banya, my grandmother Banya. What are we getting out of it? What are we getting out of it? And they'll come on this platform here. They will cuss us left, right, and center. Huh? This is some more about Dr. Abrams is saying.
In charge.
What I want to continue with is the state of affairs in Jamaica as it is currently, the political climate and how it is day-to-day living in Jamaica.
I'm very concerned on multiple levels because I'm uncomfortable with what I see around me. For example, I'm in health. The health sector is in a very, 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 very bad way. It is worse than many people know. So if you've never been ill and if you've never had to go to a public hospital or had a family member go there, you probably are unaware. I haven't seen data for this year. I can tell you up to last year, our maternal mortality rate was higher than in the 80s. If you went to the Michael Jackson movie?
Non, ça dit.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we...
Welcome back to the program. We do apologize for that. I just deal with some stuff a while ago. When you listen to what Dr. Michael Abrams is saying, it really make you ask. It really want to make you ask some questions, What is really going on in this country? What is really going on? I came here to speak about Integrity Commission, But I was scanning through social media earlier on. And I saw this. And I said to myself, is that everyone talking? You know? But I know him. I know him personally. And he will not hide things. He will come out and speak the truth. And he's like a member from the political party. He's a medical doctor who wants to help his people. So when you hear him say things like this, he's not lying about it, it's the truth.
As it is currently. The political climate and how, it is day-to-day living in Jamaica.
I'm very concerned on multiple levels because I'm uncomfortable with what I see around me. For example, I'm in health. The health sector is in a very, 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 very bad way. It is worse than many people know. So if you've never been ill and if you've never had to go to a public hospital or had a family member go there, you probably are unaware. I haven't seen data for this year. I can tell you up to last year, our maternal mortality rate was higher than in the 80s. If you went to the Michael Jackson movie?
Non, ça dit.
You see when Michael Jackson did Bad, the album? Yeah, our maternal mortality rate was lower then than it is now. In other words, a pregnant woman up to last year was more likely to die than a pregnant woman in the late 80s. There's data to support that.
You have to explain how.
When things are not in a good state, people tend to lay the blame squarely on the governing party. It's not the governing party's fault alone why things are this bad. This has been going on for years. Our health sector has been in a bad way for years. But I'm not convinced at the same time that there has been much improvement under the administration now. Which does not mean that if the other party had won, it would have been any better. Let me say that very clearly. Bustamante Hospital is the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. Do you know how many CT machines Bustamante has?
I'm going to really hope and pray we have at least one.
None. They've never had a CT machine. What? Kingston Public Hospital is the largest type A public hospital in the
Bustamante Hospital, a type A hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. The largest children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean, rather, has no CT scan. No CT scan. And he went on to say that the Kingston Public Hospital, a type A hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean, has no MRI machine. Nearer, my God, to thee. Nearer to thee. My God in heaven, have mercy upon us, Lord.
This country. So type A means you cover all specialties. And KPH does a lot of, deals with a lot of trauma. Because we have a lot of violence here. So gunshot wounds, stab wounds, motor vehicle accidents, etc. All right, you know how many MRI machines KPH has?
I'm going to beg and plead that you tell me they have at least one.
None. For years.
You know,
So tell me something now. What do we vote for in this country? My question to my fellow Jamaicans and to myself, what do we vote for in this country? Do we vote for policies and infrastructures, or do we vote just for a party? What do we vote for in this country? Can somebody tell me? What do we honestly vote for in Jamaica? Can the Jamaican people sit down and think, what do they vote for in this country? Every 5 years, we turn around the same cycle. Every 5 years, we turn around the same cycle. And we're getting the same result. All of us need to see a psychiatrist. Every single Jamaican need to see a psychiatrist. Because something wrong with we're mad as hell. We're mad. We need Dr. Lahi. Dr. Agrahan's dead now. Dr. Mark Lockhart don't work in Jamaica, work in the Cayman Islands. I don't know who is the country's psychiatrist or psychologist when they have it down there. But sitting around with we. If every 5 years we're doing the same thing and we're getting the same result, I'm sitting around with we. Nothing wrong with the politician them. Something is wrong with us. Because none of them can go to Jamaica Garden House without we put them there. Something is wrong with us. Every 5 years, repeat the same cycle. From 1962 to now. What have we been getting? The same result. Road no bill good. Hospital no bed, no CT scan, no MRI. No schools no bill. The road them not built properly. Police are shoot we down as if we are Blackford. Politician taking money as if it's a personal bank account. And all we do is cuss our fellow Jamaicans. Go away, you dirty comrade. Go away. You anti-Andrew Holness or anti-Mark Golden. We fool not duck in this country is unbelievable. That is why they treat us the way they treat us.
Public hospital in this country has a functioning MRI machine. And what bothers me is not just the absence of it, but the disingenuity of those on for years.
You know,
No public hospital in this country has a functioning MRI machine.
You hear that? No public hospitals in Jamaica has a functioning MRI machine. Not one single one. From Negril Point to Moran Point. Mama me, mama me, mo. Not one single public hospitals from Negril Point to Moran Point has a functioning MRI machine. Father, I stretch my hand to thee, O God. This not look good. Good evening to all those in the chat room. Good evening, good evening. Those in the chat room, good evening. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. The Make We Talk Current Affair program is on. Dr. Abrahams has just said it to the people of this country. Not one single functioning MRI machine. It's not in any other hospitals in Jamaica. No functioning MRI machines in hospitals in this country. You know why they can go on so with us? We allow it, you know. We, the people of this country, allow this, you know. We allow it big time. We allow it big time. Aye, boy. I don't know. I don't know. Something wrong with me. Something is wrong with all of us. And as I said in my opening commentary, the only way we will ever, I'm looking for a video here. I'm looking for a video here to make a play. Do I play this video? Okay, here it is. Make I send this video to me. Hold on there for my students. Let's send this video to my email. Because I want to listen to what the Prime Minister said in this video. Father God, why make them fight me so hard? My God. I want you to listen to this video here. Jamaicans asking the question, what do you vote for when you go to the polling booth? You vote for your party and that's it. You don't think about anything else? Oh God. Father Lord. How long, mighty God, how long? How long must people suffer in this country? This me want, I can't find the other one here. No, man. You are telling me, according to what Dr. Michael Abrams is saying, that there is no functioning MRI machines in none of the medical institutions in this country. No functioning MRI machines in none of the medical institutions in this country. I want you all to watch a video here I'm going to show you.
The impression.
Hold on there. I'm going to show you a video. The Prime Minister, he's always an impression about the health sector, about something. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Healthcare professionals. We've recently.
We have never had enough, sir.
I've always been under the impression that we don't have enough healthcare professionals. We've recently.
We have never had enough, sir, and that is a reality.
Yeah.
Time gone by, it would have been because we didn't train enough. Then we were training enough, but we're not paying enough, so people were leaving. And people are still leaving because I would have articulated in the local space that people don't leave for money only. People leave for opportunities.
Yeah.
And people leave for some basic.
Let me be clear, Let me be clear. Doctors and nurses, especially nurses, have been leaving the medical institution in this country for many years, under these two political dynasties. They raise their salary to 300%. But they can't raise nurses and teachers and doctors' salary to 300%. Listen to some more of what the lady is saying, because this nurse lady here put the Prime Minister. Say, listen to me now, PM. You shut your mouth. Stop chat nonsense. Listen to this.
Basic things, sir. People leave. I have a child who is special needs. Jamaica can't help me. So I have to go to a country where I can work and send my child into a space that I know they are cared for and protected professionally. Jamaica doesn't offer that. So there are some things. I have my elderly parents who need additional health needs. They can't get that here, and that's the basic. There's the impression that compensation review would have made nurses stay. It hasn't made us stay. Those of us who don't have any ambition are still here, but it hasn't made us stay. Because, I have to say...
You hear what she said? You hear what she said? She's sending a clear message to the Prime Minister of this country. A very clear message. This is what she's saying.
like that because that is what some people tell us, that we don't have any ambition, that's why we stay here. But we stay still, because everybody can't leave. That's how you go. Everybody can't leave. I have my people here, so I have to stay with them. But at the end of the day, compensation review did not allow everybody to stay. And as I say, the policies of HR are frustrated persons out of the job. So you are appointed as a level 1 registered general nurse. You go and you do a post-basic training in midwifery, psychiatry, accident and emergency, operating theatre, whatever it is. There's no post to appoint you in. Or if there's a post, somebody is sitting in the post who did admin but can't move up because there's no sister post. And the challenges go on and on. Prior to this, we used to employ people temporarily. So they are employed on a temporary, well, it's called a temporary employment, but they are employed. And they would be paid as registered nurses. We don't have that system anymore. You must be aligned to a post. Some of the dynamics we really would want persons to sit and understand and don't look at things just so. Because you look and you say, we have factors that are going against the employment of the new graduate. There are a lot of factors out there.
Bureaucracy defends itself.
Yes.
Always. I understand it very well. Right? I mean, I am technically the head of the bureaucracy, but the way in which bureaucracy works is that it's...
Hold on. Whoa. PM, you're not technically, you are head of the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy. You're head of it, sir. So that's not technically. You are head of it.
It is self-preserving, and that prevents it from changing.
Yeah.
Once it gets entrenched into a position, it is going to defend it.
Yeah.
So,
you know, This country, if our people just wake up, if the Jamaican people just wake up and call a spade, if you have hierarchy members of the Jamaica Labour Party, hierarchy members of parliament whispering and telling people that the party now run the country good. But of course, Jamaicans don't say a lie, Jeffrey, they tell them not so. No MRI machine. Nurses and doctors leaving their medical institutions. Father God, help we. Help us, oh Lord. I want to turn to something we came here to really speak about tonight. There was an article written by a gentleman by the name of Mr. Robert Blackford, I think. Robert Hugh Blackford. About the war that the Integrity Commission is in. Good afternoon or good evening to Miss Williams in the chat room and other students in the chat room. Welcome to the program. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I may open up the phone lines. I'm not sure as yet. But, you know, Dr. Abrams opened my eyes about something. Dr. Abrams opened my eyes about something. You know that members of the Jamaican diaspora have been or has always figured out a way to assist Jamaica in many ways, whether the medical field or educational wise or humanitarian or whatever. Jamaicans have always tried to assist their country. Many Jamaicans have gone to where they live to ask for either some used medical thing that can still be used, or use ambulance or brand new ambulance or whatever. A Jamaican bought an ambulance and sent it to Jamaica. And what they want to clear the ambulance stay on the wharf and rat down. So I don't understand what is going on. We face some problems. I want to have my friend here joining me. Sir Luke George Cook, welcome to the program, sir.
Night of the Grand Cross, and night of the Grand Cross, St. George's, and the Holy Realms.
Luke, welcome to the program. You were speaking to human rights activist Luke George Cook.
Okay.
Justice Luke.
Look here, man. There is no justice in the world, you know. Just a bad man is in around the world, right? I so nobody can call me justice, because there was ever a thing called justice. Some of our go on should not go on, and some of what we have accepted is just amazing that we are living in a time where we see people literally break the law, and I tell you why they have the power to do so. And they don't adhere to the rules, that the rules apply to those that are below crossroad, but those above crossroad have the right to do anything. Because you see how your friend, you and your friend then get JPS 150 million US and lightning and thunder lick out the whole island. Oh God. And that is the explanation. Boy, I mean, I tell you, Jeffrey, it's not even troubling days either now. I'm telling you, we have to start plant up a little callaloo and make sure we have a little tomato plant in the back of our yard, because Master, them not going good at all. The more the people are wrong, and the stronger the man, and them bad with it. They are so bad with it. It's amazing.
You know, Luke, I sit down sometimes and I see some things and I shake my head and I say, my God, this is where this country has become. I want to say good evening or good night to a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, dear friend of mine in Bermuda. We grew up together. A dear friend of mine. Elsa, good evening to you and your husband. Welcome. Thank you for listening to the Make We Talk program. She said I mustn't stress myself too much over Jamaica. Look, I'm going to switch to the Integrity Commission in a minute, because a gentleman wrote an article about it. But I want you to listen to, so I don't know if, were you listening to what Dr. Michael Abrams was saying about MRI machines and so forth in the health sector, sir?
No.
Let me play back this video.
What bothers me is not just the absence of it.
Luke, I want you to listen to what Dr. Abrams is saying. I get your comment on this. Listen to this.
Okay.
And what bothers me is not just the absence of it, but the disingenuity of those in charge.
What I want to continue with is the state of affairs in Jamaica as it is currently, the political climate, and how it is day-to-day living in Jamaica.
I'm very concerned on multiple levels because I'm uncomfortable with what I see around me. For example, I'm in health. The health sector is in a very, 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 very bad way. It is worse than many people know. So if you've never been ill and if you've never had to go to a public hospital or had a family member go there, you probably are unaware. I haven't seen data for this year. I can tell you up to last year, our maternal mortality rate was higher than in the 80s. If you went to the Michael Jackson movie?
Non, ça dit.
You see when Michael Jackson did Bad, the album?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our maternal mortality rate was lower then than it is now. In other words, a pregnant woman up to last year was more likely to die than a pregnant woman in the late 80s. There's data to support that.
You have to explain how.
When things are not in a good state, people tend to lay the blame squarely on the governing party. It's not the governing party's fault alone why things are this bad. This has been going on for years. Our health sector has been in a bad way for years. But I'm not convinced at the same time that there has been much improvement under the administration now. Which does not mean that if the other party had won, it would have been any better. Let me say that very clearly. Bustamante Hospital is the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. Do you know how many CT machines Bustamante has?
I'm going to really hope and pray we have at least one.
You
None.
hear that, Luke?
Well, yeah, actually, Jeffrey, I think this is saga every day to you. I think it to you about myself. I think it to you about other people. Michael not said nothing but what me I said the world not care. Can not care who talk, them not care. Because this is not something that we don't know. If you go KPH right now, them are sending down imaging and intervention downtown. Go do your CT scan, go do your MRI. A biomed have a lab downstairs at KPH. Right at Stipend Road there, so you have the National Health Lab, and you cannot get as a patient, you can't even access the lab. So if you don't have money, you suffer. So what Michael is saying is not something that is strange to me.
Go ahead, Luke. We're having some technical difficulties with Luke George Cook. I think he's having some technical difficulties. Luke, go back in and come on. Go back in and come back on. Go back out rather than come back on. I don't know what's going on. The internet in Jamaica not working good at all. No, man, put up your name. Put up your name on it. Put up your name on it, man. Put up your name on it. Don't not put up just John alone. Put up your entire full name. And in case you know, we can still track you. You can't talk all you want to talk. Nothing to me. Luke, we don't have, I think we have lost Luke George Cook. We're gonna see if we can get him back to come on. Let's play some more.
They've never had a CT machine. What? Kingston Public Hospital is the largest Type A public hospital in this country. So Type A means you cover all specialties. And KPH deals with a lot of trauma. Because we have a lot of violence here. So gunshot wounds, stab wounds, motor vehicle accidents, etc. All right, you know how many MRI machines KPH has?
I'm going to beg and plead that you told me they have at least one.
None. For years. No public hospital in this country has a functioning MRI machine. And what bothers me is not just the absence of it, but the disingenuity of those in charge.
Luke?
Yeah.
Go ahead now.
Yeah, so what Michael has said, it not far from the truth. Jeffrey, let me tell you something. When you hear some man, you are man to go be in the hospital, sit down, Jeffrey, I sit down in a chair. And people pass the man and think say asleep, when then check out dead in dead. It's not we are carried down the country, you know. And I'm agreeing with Michael. I don't know if there's any better barrel, because people would have said that PMP has been the lesser of two evil. PJ practiced in this country for 18 years. And in the 18 years, what we witness as a people, I don't know about anybody, so let me stop talking about what we witness as a people. What Luke George witnessed as a Jamaican is that he transferred the greatest of wealth from the poor to the rich. And yet still everybody come out, they love the poor. Sister P love the poor. The hospital has never been better. The service at the hospital has never been better. I have stepped in the KPH hospital for 3 consecutive days. Week before last, the week before. Let me tell you, I don't know about you, Jeffrey, but
Yes.
at the first me find say me couldn't do any better. That when me there KPH and when my stomach a tear me and me beg they who accompany me to the hospital go buy a cup of tea out the road. The two people on my left and my right have vomit. And me never have a choice and me have to do a shut me eye and just suck the little tea. And when me a talk about vomit, me can send you a picture. I can send you a picture right now of a man have vomit beside me. And let me tell you something, brother. When you see people are wrenching a pain, you wonder if a hospital them come or as a vacation, them people that why them take taxi, walk, ride, drive, mega ride on a donkey back and reach a hospital. And the system is so slow. And then when you have a life-threatening disease and you hear say, boy, you know that there are 150 person ahead of you. And every time you go, you hear the machine now work. You wonder if you live in a country that it is really a country where your vote matter or you matter as a person. When you go to the KPH and you watch an elderly lady who is there and you smell her because she smell like ram goat. And a man I go say, move your stinking self from us a stinking renking woman. And you ask yourself,
You mean a nurse gonna say that to the patient?
no, I never said that, Jeffrey. I said she was sitting in the general waiting area
Right.
with us. But the stench, Jeffrey, the stench was not. Me tell you, it was nothing that your nose did want smell, and you just felt sorry that this was a human being that, and she started that KPH hospital and no, she never. You could have said nobody was there with her, and at one point, when they were buying me a drink, I had to say to them, say, ask her if she want a drink. She has somebody, or I'm in there, and I meet a lady who is there that she work as a library clerk in the hospital. She has worked in several places, well spoken. She was in there talking about how abused she was by her husband and how he carries in other women, and she has a 10-year-old daughter who he has literally taught the little girl to be disrespectful to her. And if she tried to go anywhere with the little girl tell people, oh, she's not my mother, she had the help of the yard, and this is a 10-year-old child. And she wants to see the social worker. And she said every time she go there for a talk to the social worker tell her, say, them have so much things to do at KPH that her issue is not one of those that are demanding the service of the social worker. And I just find it strange that you just there at KPH and you watch people roll pan and go, worse if you go a university hospital. Them can't even find your records. Right? And they have
that is the truth. That is the truth about UA.
Them can't even find your record. Them I look for one record for me from 2018. I know them can't find. I have to be producing from what I took on my.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Cook. When I was living in the Cayman Islands in the 1990s, I remember one day, I think I was in Miami. I came to Miami for something. Before my mother, God rest her soul, she died now, called me one day and said to me, son, I'm at UE and I need to do a test. So I said, okay. I try and get something down to her and everything for her to do the test. Would you believe me that my mother went back up there to them to get the result and I can't find neither the result nor her docket? When I call some people that I know, and I have my doctor friend in the Cayman Islands, call UA Hospital, tell him who he is to speak to a doctor. He get the doctor came on the line. The doctor said to the person, say, listen, we know she have a docket, but we cannot find the docket. My mother had about 3 dockets made for her before God called her home. So what Luke is saying is not a lie, it's the truth.
No man, you see, Jeffrey, me not even care for who want listen to your show. Cause me realize that some people listen for argue and then them talk about Jamaica and this is a great country. But if it's such a great country, me I wonder if them not come down here. Cause right now, me I tell you the truth. If Cuba never in a darkness, Jeffrey, me stop going them place there. Because you spend all of this money, and you're not getting any better. And you try to follow everything what the doctor say. Me I gotta say, me me not better off than most people, but me no worse off than most people. And sometimes when me go on, them give you prescription where them not have at the pharmacy and you go to road. The other day I had to buy a medication, one medication, 7 days. And the medication was $47,000 at Ligadin Lane Pharmacy. And that was the only pharmacy that has it. There was they asked me to get on the prescription, there was a prescription for me to get the thing with them say because them say banana now. So them wanted to build up my potassium. So they gave me this potassium thing. And Jeffrey, I walk from pharmacy to pharmacy. You know the only place I have it? Hugh. And what they said to me was that you can only get that medication at a hospital pharmacy. And let me tell you something. You see, when me get the first dose of the medication and go back for the second, you will tell me say them not have it. And you will tell me say them don't have it because them have to meet the demand of the patient in the hospital. You know what, me gonna get the second dose? We are sentenced be from Kingston.
Jesus, have his mercy, dear God.
So, I don't lie people I tell. I know bad we want the country for look bad, you know, but the truth of the matter, no better herring, no better barrel. And when you think that something will eventually give. So you see when me see all the Prime Minister go to the Nurses Association and me hear the president say to him say, here one, no come with your pretty talk. When you say we never have enough healthcare professional, we start train more. When we start train more, we say them too much. When we cut back, we say we can't pay we. But it's not money alone why people are run from Jamaica. If me have a disabled pitney, I can't look about my pitney and keep a job here. Because the care what we not gonna provide is not care at all. It is more likely to be abused. People are living in drone because there is no future. You can talk about the investment out of Bernal Lodge, and you hear people who are living at the diaspora. Oh, Andrew is the best prime minister Jamaica has ever had. How a man goes to Cornwall Regional Hospital and sit in a chair, how does people still go down a place that we're in a hurricane and a sleep and the palm cardboard? Come on, man, Jeffrey. Healthcare is one of those topics that requires a lot of consideration. But not tell me say we could do better. Not tell me say all the PhD and all the PDI and PDF and PWD. We can't. We can get this country better. Not to talk about that. Talk about the amount of children where I come out of school, out of basic school, got primary school and they're high school and can't read and write. And we said we want to be like a better country. Then if you can't read and write, now you have to go vote because the only thing you have to go do. And right now, 38% of people have voted. Just the people that talk about the corruption in the country. The people them just want to know say, you see, if me can't hustle something for myself, me just hustle for myself and me not care about nobody else. Right? And the truth of the matter, this is what this country has become. Everywhere you turn, every time I look in a school now, almost every week school have a fundraising activity. It is like a glorified fundraising shop. And I'm wondering if you have Andrew, they must say have more people must have what more than one pitney. Then if you have girls, there are money. Independence, there are money. The next day
as you talk about Independence Day, I don't believe in this grand gala stupidness that they're having, you know. It's a waste of taxpayers' money, you know. This big old grand gala thing, are we truly independent?
Yeah, I tell you already, Jeffrey, a man have to make him money anyway you look on it. All of these activities, millions of dollars are spent on Grand Gala in a country where people don't even respect their nationality or respect. When you can take Hill and Gully right now, a song from them say Wapia kill Philo. You look a bit younger than me I gotta say that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have that from we know that we me and you that we are the little dinky minute on the reading. And when you have a man that say, I thought she sip such a side though. I thought she sip such a side though. And Fairlington say, boy, don't forget salute. We must welcome creativity of our people, but keep the rhythm and keep it in a heritage.
Right.
Maintain your heritage. Everybody a come out now upon the rhythm is only underneath woman. And you know who now complain in other country? Women. Such a tip and such a side up. You the only people but the man them market the man them that we have become so voiceless that we not make no, it's like we're not. But the amount of women who dance and when you see them are dancing, you know, this is the other thing that I've observed in the mental health situation that we have. A two women are dancing a dance now, you know. Cause the man them go there and them stand up one place and watch them. I thought this was such a side though, and everything as they up on that woman. And when you look at who you look, they are inculcating those young children in this lewd slap rhythm in this country that we are so overly sexualized that we everybody when me hear when me hear people I can tell me say 6-year-old I hold on girl in a bathroom and I push him finger in her vagina and when you
Hold
are
on, look, hold on. Just 20 seconds on YouTube, master, do.
oh, when you hear how little boys are experimenting on little girls and people are telling you and they're laughing, what is laughable about that? What is so laughable about that? Our children have been so sexualized. It's not funny, Jeffrey. It's not funny. So when you talk about will there ever be a change? The Jamaican them in here, most of we not see nothing wrong with it. The Jamaican them over there, so them come here in a then drum, them come here in a diaspora conference and come hear the lie and then clap. Oh yes, Bakra! Oh, and then when you look on TV, them are come.
Oh yes, who?
Oh yes, Bakra! Nice Bakra! Jamaica develop. Jamaica gonna league. It's gonna be smart city. Or the next, but look, him said Dubai or Singapore, you know why? Probably would have more said Dubai. Because in a Singapore, we know that Andrew Walden would have been brought out in the middle of the square and shot because they're not going to allow a prime minister to abuse his power. A prime minister who says when the Integrity Commission, you started the Integrity Commission. And these were the things that when people talk about Andrew, them not remember. Andrew was one of those people who wanted an integrity commission. When Andrew won that first election, he said he never wanted the title honorable. He felt that he had to work for it. When Richard Aslan carried out film shenanigans, Andrew came out on the moral integrity trade on the highest index on the trade to say the government must get rid of Richard Azan because Richard Azan has acted out of character. When Andrew Wheatley done more than one atrocity, he comes out and say, I have confidence in my minister. And then when you look, you hear about the standing order or Madam Speaker, and you hear Dalrymple, who who is the lawmaker and the lawbreaker.
Listen to
Everybody.
this. Hold on here, look. We're gonna cut. I'm gonna come back to this. Listen to this. In St. Catherine and St. Anne are investigating a home. Police are investigating a home invasion in which armed robbers allegedly stole $10 million from a St. Catherine couple before using their debit card to make an authorized transfer to the amount of 500,000 Jamaican dollars to St. Anne. The police reports that about 11 a.m. on Sunday, July 12, 2026, 51-year-old businessman returned home to Pleasant Farm in St. Catherine, where he was confronted by two armed men who robbed him of $10 million. Yet crime is down in this country. Go ahead, Lou.
Yeah. So this is, who said crime is done in this country?
You're the police.
So all the four boy them got the gas station, and the idiot them go shoot the poor gas attendant. We're in there look while little walk, probably have her two pitney, me no know her circumstances. When she do get her pay, probably have her partner for pay her pitney them for send go school. And you shoot the woman for nothing at all.
She died?
No, the report never. I have not heard a report that said she died. This is why I must have been don't know what Jamaica news media are for, because you can't report something and then you have us in here praying for this woman, but we don't know if she died. I just hope she has not died. I have not heard any confirmed report that has definitely confirmed that she has died. But I just found it amazing that you would look at the gas attendant and shot her for getting up out of her bed, go look work, for maintain her family them, and on shot her as she didn't have no money. Let her,
Look, you don't realize what is going on, look. I have been saying this for years. The criminals in Jamaica are a bunch of idiots. Because you know why I say it? If Miss Matty come from England with Mass Joe and return, they go to their house. As they come at the house, so somebody come and rob them. Only believe they come with the hope of millions in the suitcase with them. Is there something wrong with me? It's same as I keep on saying. Every 5 years, Mr. Cook, we have been turning around the two political parties. Every single 5 years. Every 5 years. And we're getting the same result. You think there's something wrong with the politicians? No. We mad as hell. We need to see a psychiatrist.
you can't tell me. You can't. You never hear me just say. Me not blame politicians to carry out the them shenanigans and what them gonna carry out to the, because you see on the ear everybody talk about 4-term loading. 4-term loading. You know who I care about? Of course, him will get it, Jeffrey. Because the man who is going to sell his vote for $3,000, $5,000, when I have no care in the world about this country, who sit down and watch people who went through a category Hurricane 5, mash up at least 7 parishes were affected directly by it and others indirectly. And when you look and you're going to talk about, I remember how you and your wife was working in Beryl time to help people down in St. Elizabeth. I remember all of hearing how much your wife a called, this a called, that, and she has sent Beryl. And when you hear some money coming from Beryl time, Jeffrey,
until now,
and next hurricane come meet up from barrel money, and only 2% of the barrel the Melissa money spent, and people still live out a road. And me hear MP them a go they go talk about, and we are asking them not to close the assessment portal. and you and on the sit down on the yard, on the sit down on the yard and the tarpaulin, on the sit down on the yard and want other people to get up and advocate for you. You hear what me tell you say right now, you know. I used to be a man who believes that I come here to serve the whole of Jamaica and I have to kill myself for doing that. To go out there and right now me I tell you sir, the only person me I get up for now is a disabled person and a handicap and an elderly.
Yes.
Me not have no time for the young people them because I saw she slip and saw she slide down. Them know that and when me look the other day and me see World Cup I keep and me see Brazil, every time Brazil match, me can't even walk past some street the way the road black. But when you for come talk about what is happening in your country, everybody takes and one of the things I told people that I admired about it, nobody now beg you to buy them a jersey. Them buy them jersey. Them buy them flag. Them buy them armband. And
Yes.
anything come out for them side. No, no Argentina we don't have no black people there. When I record no black people there. When Missy people are cheer for Argentina, I realize that their mental health needs to change, but me not have to fight with nobody anymore. Start to say, who me can't save, me I go save, like Harry Chapman. And who me can't save, me I go left it. Me stop this thing with you, about me fighting for the heart and soul of Jamaica. Jamaicans don't care about themselves.
I want you to listen to this now, Luke. We're going to switch to the Integrity Commission. There was an article written by a Jamaican on Facebook, Robert Hugh Blackford. And it was turned into AI generated voice. And I want you to listen to what he's saying. We're gonna comment on some of it.
The War Against the Integrity Commission by Richard Hugh Blackford. It has become extremely difficult to discount the growing view that an undeclared war is now being waged against Jamaica's Integrity Commission. As in less than a week following recommendations from Minister Matthew Samuda, another prominent parliamentary voice has joined the campaign. This as former House Speaker and now Junior Minister Marissa Dalrymple Philibert has entered the fray, arguing that the Commission's investigations can damage the reputations of public officials, even before wrongdoing has been established.
All right, hold on there for me now. Let us comment on this and we're going to continue some more. Do you believe that Marissa Dalrymple Philibert has any moral authority to be speaking about the Integrity Commission, Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, Shav.
In what way she has?
A thief or a talk about thief.
But almighty God in the area.
Look here, Jeffrey, you know hear what I said a while ago. The Integrity Commission was run by a brother named Greg Christie. When Greg Christie come back to Jamaica before now, in go up against the great Vin Lawrence. Cause at one time I can't dead, you know. I can't dead 2 times. And in go up against the great Vin Lawrence and the PJ Pattis at time. When Greg Christie come here and I try to tell you, say, I saw things to go. Man and man start to look out and I talk about Greg Christie look like in a band with ear in her hand. And him a go like him at the Paragon of Virtue. Every time somebody get up in this country, for all the higher people them to power, I saw them behave. Who is Dalrymple? Dalrymple Philibert. There was a video of Miss Dalrymple go Mr. Patmos yard after election to go maybe man kill him. Everybody in Jamaica go hush after that. So what happens in this country? The level of abuse? What? The level of abuse in our world. The level of abuse that goes on. So if the Jamaican people them not get up and go and stand up, the other day the PMP them organize about them protest. And everybody go out there in a yellow. You think if me and you they call
hold on for me. The PNP was the one who organized that, Mr.
I stop talk, man. That me I tell you. Don't make nobody fool you. Do not let anybody fool you. This was those people out there, the Andre and all of them out there.
Hold on, Luke, hold on. When Miss K. Osborne spoke to me, Luke, Miss K. Osborne was the one who organized this. It wasn't organized by the member of the PNP, Luke.
Jeffrey, you see what as your friend, may I tell you this?
Go ahead.
May I tell you this? You see when my talk is either you don't believe in me, because me no Wilfred Rattigan.
No.
Jeffrey,
Luke, don't call those people names.
Jeffrey,
don't do that.
Allow me to speak my truth. The PMP organized that. I don't care about K. Osborne, because K. Osborne has no integrity in man. In my book, K. Osborne, me know K. Osborne, so I want you to know this. K. Osborne must remember Luke George Cook and Betty and Blaine was there when she came to this country. Her good friend PJ Patterson and John Jr. brought a case to our attention, and we helped K. Osborne to champion it. And she has never ever had to look back, because when she came here, everything. If ordinary people that organize nothing in this country, them not get no support. The ordinary people in this country that has worked and has given their blood, sweat, and tears, they get no support. I have seen them die for hunger. I've seen them, have them put them at the back of the line. All right, so we go out there to protest. What kind of one-day protest we want? What kind of one-day protest? When the Rasta people them the week before, Jeffrey, they go up at King's House and a protest and then get beaten. Oh, we never see nobody get up and say what they were protesting for was a righteous cause. And they got beaten and but you never saw anybody go across or go beat them. So again, it is who organize these things who gets the respect. And if it's not certain brand name people deal with it, so that them go out there and they're all playing politics. Me not play no politics with them, because me agree with Michael. If it from PMP time, the place stays so, and the time we tell the truth, we have to stop. We can't make everything just mash up in a country. Everything just a mash up, sir. And every time you come on the program and you say, in which modern democracy this could have happened. It's happening right across the length and breadth of earth. But you know what hurt me? Our country did not have to suffer like this if our leaders had put the issue of people's development. Because when your man got talk about Singapore, where the man get, where did his financial design came from? Right out of Jamaica. Jamaica can boast of them that refined oil before everybody. Them did have electricity before. So why are we where we are, Jeffrey? Why people like me and Motley is a voice now? It seems like it's the only voice in the Caribbean that is talking about the same thing that happened in Melissa. Why is it only 2.8% of the money collected by so many people in the world? And Jeffrey, you know what hurt me? Me hear you say it already. By the time you're done, the money might done and the people them never get a cent out of it. And you know, I believe I go and see your prediction come to pass, because you know, I pay nepotism down here, you know. You go for a man where you just go for a man and you just tell him, say, hold a position there now. Hold a position there. So you put in Miss Monroe Ellis in there and she come and say, you say you that do this, but me not say nothing for it. And you only spend 2.8. Why is it that the people have of Manchester and down there in Montego Bay in St. Elizabeth, why are they still suffering?
You know, look, I want to listen to some more of what the gentleman said about the Integrity Commission. Listen to some more of this.
In fairness, hers is an argument that deserves consideration, because reputation is one of the most valuable assets any public servant possesses.
So my question now, Mr. Cook, is this. The Jamaica Labour Party helped to organize the Integrity Commission. And all of a sudden, when the Integrity Commission coming off of them, yes, you must protect people's integrity. But why is it that now everybody's talking bad about Integrity Commission.
But Jeffrey, we just said a while ago, so let me repeat it. Did the Integrity Commission produce a report that don't have facts in it?
Well, that's true.
Did they say something that is untrue about the person? And when you hear about you sign a contract with a man 4 months after the man dead, how is it that we are having a problem with the Integrity Commission? And let me bring you back to something, Jeffrey. You remember when you saying bold money gone, and we hear say forensic auditors and the CIA and the FBI is coming into Jamaica. Did they come into Jamaica?
The government of Jamaica did not invite them in, so they can't come in like that.
And that may ask you, Jeffrey, when the Minister of Finance says that we are going to have forensic auditors and so coming in, that was not what Luke George or Jeffrey Tavares said. That was set up by the honorable, bright, brilliant Minister Dr. Clark. Did we have any of those people coming into Jamaica?
The only person I knew who came into Jamaica was some British audit firm.
Okay. So the fact of the matter is that what the Integrity Commission has put out, can we say that there are anything in there that is defaming anybody's character if the matter is recommended for prosecution? Argument. But let me just stick a pin. Did Miss Dalrymple not? Did she tell them that? Did she register that she did not buy a BMW for her cousin and she never put it on her tax?
Mercedes-Benz.
Huh?
It's a Mercedes-Benz.
Did she put it on her annual report?
She was charged. She was criminally charged.
Okay. So how is it that we're questioning the people them that we give the job for them? And when them do the job, we know I have a pain with them. And then it takes so long for them report they come to parliament. And it's people from both sides themselves because you know a lot of people are talking about the illicit aid. And we heard that there were people in the PMP. The truth of the matter is that there are people in this country who don't adhere to the law, they don't follow the law. Is there an argument that the Prime Minister of Jamaica's audit in finances cannot be audited and the Integrity Commission cannot pass? It has been verified?
It cannot be verified. Cannot be verified.
So why are we cursing the people who we give the job to do? What we need is that.
I want you to listen to some more of what the gentleman wrote in the article. And I find it very, very, very interested. I want you to listen to some more of this.
However, Miss Dalrymple Philibert's intervention also raises its own questions. Her own tenure as Speaker of the House ended amid controversy surrounding her conduct in office. Whether fairly or unfairly, her experience illustrates the very point that reputation is shaped first and foremost by conduct, accountability, and public confidence. A reputation is, after all, little more than the collective perception others have of an individual. That perception is certainly influenced by rumors, misinformation, and even malicious attacks. No public figure is immune from false accusations.
Exactly. Until proven whatever. So if is it that the public officials are up in arms with the Integrity Commission for telling the truth, the same Integrity Commission that they're a part of, that they organized, something is fundamentally wrong somewhere. The Prime Minister of this country hailed Integrity Commission at one point, and the same institution that he helped to form, he took them to court.
And what? In other words, the minute the man them rang and strong, I want broker, you know, I want PM, you know. 1 PM now believe that he's answerable to anybody. You know. Me tell you, the way all my little nurse lady had to cut him off in the interview. I am singing her praise. I wish the whole Jamaica have that backbone that when Father talk, we just say, stop it now, stop it now. The fact
Exactly.
the fact of the matter is that him can't carry them go court. Him can't carry them go court. But again, I said Jeffrey, the basis of the investigation has demonstrated that there are questionable circumstances, and therefore, carrying them to court and doing that. When those reports were sent to Parliament and the opposition was there talking about the reports are to be tabled, why weren't they tabled? Now that they're tabled, and not the people were, some of them are told that they are to pay a fine. They are to pay a fine. There seems to be no imprisonment clause to what they can do. I don't know the stretch of the Integrity Commission if they can ask for criminal charges to be brought against them. But when you're going to talk about the former Speaker of the House, did you see Jeffrey Tavares, that video of her turning up at Patmos out? And
Hold on, I saw the video, and also video with her, and I think her and her son throwing garbage along the street side in St. Anne.
okay, so when you're gonna talk about character, may agree. I don't want nobody get it wrong. I don't believe that we should trash talk people's character, but I believe that the evidence that were collected by the Integrity Commission, it must be weighed, measured, and therefore let the chip fall where it may. Because here's what is true: a government should not be implementing a body, then taking them to court and fighting with them. Because what you're basically making the argument about is that the organization has too much political alignment of its staff, and you can't politicize the Integrity Commission. I don't know when a man a take a job, if him take it on the basis of a PMP or a JLP. I don't know. I can't judge them. But Jeffrey, I realize that one of the things that we might not say in this interview, you realize that a man did get shot in the Integrity Commission when them say him had certain documentation that him that man was shot almost in not almost in broad daylight. So why would you go to that extreme? Why would somebody go to that extreme if what the people them are doing at the place there, them have a them have a problem? Who have a problem with it that you don't pay a man for go shoot a man? Because the man will go for go shoot the man, I pay him get paid for go do it. And he specifically picked out that place. So what me say, me too think that everybody should take to the street and protect the integrity commissioner and the people in his organization. I think that it should be an independent body separated from government. And yes, it probably I forgot to take instruction from the Governor General who will do anything for $34 million. I honestly believe that we should fight for the Integrity Commission and that it must be independent and robust. And me believe that them for go as further as to say them are bringing diaspora members and support some other people, because sometimes it look like say when them are only certain people them, because me don't know how you're gonna say the commission. You should have go out and go and get people. You have
Hold on, look. Let's continue some more of this, look, because it's a long thing. And time is of the essence. Why don't we listen to some more of this, please?
And our legal system rightly provides protections through the laws of libel and slander. Modern society also relies upon responsible journalism, judicial oversight, and due process to ensure that innocent people are not unfairly condemned. Reputation protection and strengthening, but reputation is not protected simply by complaining about scrutiny. It is protected by transparency. When an independent investigative body requests clarification about a statutory declaration, the surest way to protect one's reputation is not to attack the investigator. It is to cooperate fully.
Exactly. So they're attacking the Integrity Commission. It makes no sense.
Oh, you mean it don't make no sense? The people them no want them store for talk. And again, tell the listener say I'm not attacking K. I'm only saying that we must not organize things that only when K has burned them planet. Because when the Rasta man them did planet, me never see them get the support like what K get. Only certain people in Jamaica.
Let me be clear with something here. I knew nothing about the Rastaman, the protests.
Yeah, man, me send you the video.
Hold on, Mr. Cook, hold on. What I can say about Miss Osborne protests, they reach out to members on social media. The Rastafarian Society did not reach out to members on social media.
Them not that they were not that organized, but me just sad to see how them beat them and lock them up and treat them. They remind me of when them they beat up the brother from that political party. They're not that organized. I have reached out to them and said to them that organize it a little bit better. But don't do it that way there. And I think that is what beat a lot of people. The people them.
Let's not go back down to that, Lou, because I want to finish this Integrity Commission thing here. It's a long thing. I want to finish it. Let's go back to listen to some more of this.
Provide the requested information and allow the facts to speak for themselves. Indeed, the process itself exists to distinguish suspicion from proof. If the investigation establishes that no wrongdoing occurred, the individual's reputation is strengthened rather than diminished because the questions have been answered. If, however, there are discrepancies that cannot be satisfactorily explained, then the public has a legitimate interest in knowing why. That is precisely why independent integrity institutions exist. As many have observed, reputation is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Trust is what people feel when you are in the room. Both are earned over time through honesty, consistency, and accountability. One serious act of deception, abuse of office, or unethical conduct can undo years spent building public trust.
All right, now. I want to ask this question, Mr. Cook. You talk about public trust and reputation and so forth. The Integrity Commission has suggested that formal charges must be laid against Dr. Andrew Wheatley. 3 charges, including illicit enrichment. My question tonight is this. Do you believe that if the Integrity Commission had asked Mr. Wheatley, or they asked Mr. Wheatley to say, okay, where you get $100 million from, if he had explained it to them, do you think that they would have come out and said that he should be charged?
Jeffrey, I tell you already, we ask the people them to do a job. If Andrew knows that he wants to be in public life, he knows that he has to do the statutory return each year. I believe that if he had provided them with all of the answers and the verification and checks and balances were done and something was not amiss, I don't believe that the people them would have wasted them time for be going after Mr. Wheatley without credible evidence that they believe that there is some foul play. The thing is that they have made a recommendation. They have itemized in the report what are the things that they had a problem with. He wrote to them, and now he has lawyered up. He has the great Peter Champagny, who is going to take the Integrity Commission. We are going to see it play out in the court. Let us see if the lawyers in terms of the Integrity Commission team can bring an argument to say this is one of these are the points that we needed to verify, and we're still not clear on that. But there are things that you have heard in the open space that has left question about Mr. Wheatley's conduct. The fact of the matter, this was the same Mr. Wheatley who they took $1,000 and buy a cake for when hardly people in Jamaica can't find food and them can't buy medication and them can't meet them day-to-day needs, and we send him home, and when him come back, these people know that part of the thing about working in public life, you have to sign these clause that says you are going to file it. So all the time, Mr. Police come at this time, and when police are filed, you see them come here with some slip of paper and them a show you when them a do back them enlistment. They say they not have no money at bank. So if you are work and you not have no money at bank, me not go question whether or not you don't have no money, because that is you. You have to be honest. I know as a civil servant in this country, when I was asked to do that, I had to sign that, and me had to go collect statement from a bank for sure how much money me make, and if me make one little extra money out there, so cause Jeffrey send me 2 soap and 2 roller and I me sell it and me get it. Me have to say Jeffrey Tavares send me from Miami. The truth of the matter, I think that the people are doing their job, and I think that they should do it fair. They should be given the support of the Jamaican people to do it fairly and honestly. And I really think that this should play out. I don't think nobody's integrity has been tarnished, because if you say, look, do this, and when it come out in the court, me can prove my point why you said that I've done it, then I'm going to be charged. But if you don't have nothing to worry about, and you believe that you have been above board and be honest with the Integrity Commission, me not even see it. But when me see the private sector come out and say, yeah man, make him go and go sit out. Make him go and go sit it out until the thing play out in the court. And if he is innocent, restore, make him go back, go do him job. Me not see nothing wrong with that either.
The real danger, the broader concern, is not that the Integrity Commission asks difficult questions, but that those questions increasingly appear to be treated as an offense in themselves by those opposed to the work of the Integrity Commission. It should be remembered that the Commission was created by the present administration in 2017 to investigate precisely these kinds of matters. For years, its work was publicly praised by the government. It was only after the Commission's inquiries began to involve the Prime Minister and several cabinet ministers that sustained efforts.
You hear that, Luke? The Prime Minister who helped to formulate this Integrity Commission, organize the Integrity Commission, praise the Integrity Commission of the work. But since the Integrity Commission started investigating him now, it become a problem.
Then me never said that a while ago. Everything will become a problem when 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. If you ever dare say anything about 1 p.m., them all find you under your bed bottom with your piss pot. The fact of the matter, Jeffrey, we have had a country where our leaders, if you go back to the 70s and come right here so today and tell me, go back and go look for all of the scandal under PMP and JLP.
Yes.
It a long time this has gone in, brother. But a long time it has to sleep under the rug. I think that we need to move to protect the Integrity Commission from them dissolving it and removing it out of the Act of Parliament. That we need to preserve the Integrity Commission. There must be an independent body. And I would love to see the forensic auditors. I would like to see more people position in terms of the judiciary, or more judge and lawyers that have can prosecute these people. Because the truth of the matter is not that the Integrity Commissioner has not reported, because Miss Dalrymple not pay something like 900,000 already. So all we are being like said the people them now find something and I get back our money for the country.
But my take is this, Mr. Cook, is that there should be a law in that you pay $10 million and you spend some time. It cannot be that every 5 years we're swapping black dog for monkey in this country. And from 1962, all of the hands in the public kitty. And the only person ever gone to prison in this country is Jack Smith. I believe that the Integrity Commission and whosoever the court should fine them $20 to $30 million and they're gonna rob a year in prison. And they must not be allowed to run back in any government facilities in this country again.
But you see, Jeffrey, it a got take more than that. It a got take courage and it a got take commitment from the people. We can't continue to say we want change, but when it suit we. How the lady is ready to attack me about Kay Osborne because Kay Osborne is our friend. I never said anything. I never said anything towards her friend. I simply said it's depending on you how much of a pedigree you are in this country. People follow you, or people listen to you, or you can beg people money and them give and them not question it. The fact of the matter, Jeffrey, if we do not ask, remember, Sir Greg Christie did leave the country already, you know. And at that I got happen. All of the good man them in that country have left right and now. The other day, the same thing come up when them give Dennis Chung a certain position and everybody has said, oh, him get it. Things are just done in this country and we explain it depends on who you are and what kind of pedigree you are. It's just wrong. The private sector, I thought, should have come out far more robust than this and talk about the corruption that they have been witnessing in government. I was surprised the other day me hear somebody say private sector should have go run the hospital them. God help us if that be the case, because if a man a go run the hospital and him a do it for profit, then big man have the money, so him have the tag. The little man just a go continue for suffer. The fact of the matter, Jeffrey, I believe that you need to preserve the Integrity Commission. I believe that the anti-crime unit should be attached to it. I believe that they should have their own prosecutorial power, that they should be able to prosecute. I do believe that when you put more politicians behind jail for putting their hands in public funds or conducting themselves, there are ministers of government who them call the 5% ministers that every project them say them people they run them have to get their money. I can't go call it people name because I never get 5%. But when me remember say in the ministry I work, me see them find a container with leather sofa and exquisite tables and chair. And when that minister was leaving, he took the trailer of those things and said those are his personal things that he brought to the house. Yet them say it was purchased by the ministry. So I don't know if the ministry purchased things and give it to people when they are leaving. But
listen to some more of this, Lou.
Began to emerge to question its competence, challenge its authority, and now potentially transfer some of its most sensitive responsibilities elsewhere. That sequence of events inevitably raises legitimate public concern. No democracy benefits when independent oversight bodies become the targets of sustained political attack simply because they investigate those in positions of power. The debate should never be about protecting politicians from scrutiny. It should always be about ensuring that scrutiny is fair, independent, impartial, and allowed to proceed without political interference. If Jamaica weakens the very institution it created to combat corruption, simply because its investigations have become politically uncomfortable, then the greatest damage will not be to the reputations of individual politicians. It will be to the reputation of Jamaica's democracy itself.
You hear that? And that is so true. The reputation of the democracy of this country is at risk. When you have all of these things going on, and these politicians believe that they're above the law, and what Andrew Whitley is doing by dragging this thing to court, you know, it may go on for years and nothing come out of it, you know. This thing may drag on and drag on and drag on and drag on for years, and nothing comes out of it. There's some more of this. What's going on here? Not more?
Responsibilities elsewhere. That sequence of events inevitably raises legitimate public concern. No democracy benefits when independent oversight bodies become the targets of sustained political attack simply because they investigate those in positions of power. The debate should never be about protecting politicians from scrutiny. It should always be about ensuring that scrutiny is fair, independent, impartial, and allowed to proceed without political interference. If Jamaica weakens the very institution it created to combat corruption, simply because its investigations have become politically uncomfortable, then the greatest damage will not be to the reputations of individual politicians. It will be to the reputation of Jamaica's democracy itself.
That is so true. To the reputation of the democracy of this country. You know, if all of us in this country, every single one of us in this country, we just get up and speak out. This led government, this JLP government, every single member of the cabinet and of the parliament believe that they're above the law. They create laws not for themselves, but for us, the Jamaican people, who many of us, sadly to say, refuse to know our fundamental rights in this country. Refuse to know the charter of the fundamental rights and freedom. And because they know that many of us don't have the capability to get a lawyer as Mr. Champagne and those of the Finson's law firm, Tavares Finson's law firm. You know, we just sit down and we can't do nothing about it. I want you to listen to something here. Somebody sent me this video here that I find it very funny. Listen to this video here.
This is my last 4 years as Prime Minister. This donation money is going straight to my 28 bank accounts. Integrity Commission, una can stay there fast in a bad people business. Una fi know say I run things. Do I look like a revolutionist?
There's more of this.
This is my last 4 years as Prime Minister. This donation money is going straight to my 28 bank accounts. Integrity Commission, una can stay there fast in a bad people business. Una fi know say I run things. Do I look like a revolutionist?
I find this very funny. A lot of people may say, no, Jeffrey, this is not funny. I find it very funny because when you listen to this, when you listen to it, you know, Jamaicans, hold on there for me. Is this the one? No, it's not the one. I'm looking for a video here also to play. I find it very funny. To be honest, I do. I really do. I want to listen to another video here. Oh, Luke is back. I want to another video here. Hold on there for me. I want you to listen to this right here.
This is my last 4 years as Prime Minister. This donation money is going straight to my 28 bank accounts. Integrity Commission, una can stay there fast in a bad people business. Una fi know say I run things. Do I look like a revolutionist?
There you go. Now there are some videos that I want to play also, wherein people in Black River in St. Elizabeth is having problems. And I don't believe that this new bill that they passed in power will ever help anybody. But listen to this.
It's been approximately 9 months since Hurricane Melissa struck Jamaica, and the commercial landscape and communities in Black River are yet to recover. despite the government's plans to have a vibrant commercial hub with flood-resilient corridors for the proposed third city. Past president of the parish's Chamber of Commerce, Cadian Myers-Brown, says development is at snail's pace and several businesses remain buried beneath the rubble left in the wake of the Category 5 hurricane. Myers-Brown and business operators are now calling on the government to provide urgent reassurance about the town's future, financial assistance, and a clear, immediate plan to revive the town of St. Elizabeth's capital. Natasha Williams has more.
To get Jamaica back up and running as quickly as possible. We have seen examples in other countries that had delayed restoration, and what happened is that communities literally died. Commercial activities literally died and never recovered or partially recovered.
That's a statement made by the State Minister in the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Delano C. Wright, in March, in regards to reasons for the shift from immediate recovery plans to business development in Black River. However, those plans seemed to have died a slow death, as former president of the Black River Chamber of Commerce, Cadian Myers-Brown, in a recent interview with the Jamaica Observer, says there's a lull in Black River. Myers-Brown, who's also a veteran businesswoman, says with respect to the family-owned businesses re-energizing the commercial area, quote, there is nothing happening in this space in terms of this new resilience that we hear the government speaking about, end quote. However, President of the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, Emil Libel, says he's in support of calls made by Myers-Brown for the government to speed up the restoration plans for the parish's commercial community.
We do agree that the businesses cannot wait indefinitely or for extended periods without some immediate support. So we do support the calls for more immediate perhaps funding and facilitation in place to support the business community in Black River until the greater plans can be implemented.
Based on a Black River Business Survey report carried out recently, employment and income has decreased by 87%. With this drastic drop, Libel says his organization has been trying to stop the gap by issuing grant programs to persons in affected areas. He says the JCC has also partnered with the private sector organization of Jamaica and the Jamaica Manufacturers Association for the joint private sector funds to facilitate greater resilience.
And those grants should be made available shortly as well. So we are working together to try and improve the situation in communities such as Black River, which have been significantly affected by Hurricane Melissa. But so we hope that the public sector will also come together to try and move as expeditiously as possible to get support to those businesses that are hanging on by a string or, barely.
Let me not play any more of this. Now tell me something now. Business is more important than the people who live in under the tarpaulins?
Again, that is the way of the capitalists. That's what I'm saying. It's not that you hear the people who have the knowledge or the know-how are saying, the same time that we are putting shelter and putting roof over people's head, we are going to be revitalizing our business so that people can get employment. So again, may I tell you, Jeffrey, it's not a plan that put people first. It's about the commercial spaces. It's about those people have to operate. In other words, those are the people who contribute to GDP. The other people are liability because they are living on the grace of those they have, and they have not, don't have a right. Because when you're going to ask that, Jeffrey, obviously the matter they say a capitalism over people. And that is the new world order. It's capitalism over people. So God forbid, Jeffrey, if since we're in the hurricane season, and next hurricane was supposed to happen during this time, what would have happened if Beryl come and them never get help? If Melissa come and wreck them, and God forbid if them get 2 earthquake and the next hurricane, then God help us. God help us. It's capitalism over people, man. And at time the people in Jamaica have to get up and see it for themselves. All I want to say, Michael Jackson said it in that song, they don't care about us. Because, you're nobody I warn you, this hurricane season, you're nobody I tell you, say, this is what you need to do. The other day, them have drought and them tell you a town how much days you go out of water and say you have to buy water. What happened one day when you forgot buy water, there's no water because the water paid them have no water. Or you hear about how many rivers have gone dry. With the heat that is going on, there is no public education from the Ministry of Health telling people, say, yeah, man, walk with your water bucket. Although people now have to tell you that, because as you go out there, your mouth dry and you feel parched. But I'm trying to tell you, it's always a capital. The people have to, the business people, them need to forget about them business, so go make back them money and pay the $17,000 for minimum wage a week for the whole care from work, but don't have the money to build back a roof over them head. God forbid, in 9 months, Jeffrey and people still are living on the tarpaulin and other shed and are catching a people place and are catching a all abandoned building. And it's like nobody not really care about the Jamaican people.
And the Jamaicans went down. The Jamaicans from the diaspora went down to this so-called conference. And nobody asked them about the money.
Why would they ask him? Why would they ask him? In fact, there's a running joke that me not go diaspora conference, but one of them can tell you where him look for Mark Golden and say, you're welcome to come back to the conference in the next 2 years, as long as you know, say you come back as opposition leader. And they laugh.
They did say it.
Yeah, and they laughed and they found it funny. And then they want to tell me that they are not a set of JLP. And then you see them on social media leak out, oh, Jamaica's greatest prime minister. Oh, God, man. Oh, it can be so great. And a man go down a Cornwall region where get how much money for fix it. And we don't know how it not fix it. And the man down there. And your doctor, you play the doctor earlier on who tells you that there is no such children hospital. The only children hospital in the in English speaking Caribbean that them don't have certain machine up there. So I when Shaggy go there and I try to bring it up to par. Or then when them that carry down Shaggy integrity, people never get up in the arms when them I say Shaggy simple said to them, it's not like Shaggy said, I'm going to hold the money. You tell me the equipment that you want. I buy it, I bring it to you, I give it to you. But I am not taking the money of me and my friends and handing it to the government of Jamaica. I'm here to help the children of the Caribbean. And I never hear people get up in their arms and say, yes, Shaggy, are the right move. Because the Netherlands government went there also to fix the children hospital, but was unwilling to give the government of Jamaica the money, and they never took the Netherlands proposal any further because the people were convinced we cannot give the money to the government of Jamaica. We want to do the work. We said we want to bring in our own people and do the work, and them never want it, and the children of this country have suffered. But you know what? In every country, the poor pay more because of them I take $3,000. Me I want if $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 can buy them 1 year's worth of dinner. I don't understand it. I don't understand the psyche of the people. So as I tell you, I don't understand it, and I'm not condemning them if they want to suffer. And the rest of us who are here talking for our country because we not think all them did the thing it right. You know me right to the commissioner of police, and the commissioner tell me, say, after them kill one young man and then you hear say then a mistake in identity and you hear I start a story about the young man. 4 hours to go in there, I want to catch him. So whether or not you have report that he has gone, you carry him in and you bring him before a court of law. You shot and killed him in front of his sick grandmother and his aunt who was outside of the gate. He ran outside when you shot him in his side, and you dragged him by his woody back in on the inside. And the people that were there, and they were outraged, but they feel like they can't do anything. So they come out and I burn the street. Listen, man, as I say, burning the street is what. And I wrote to the commissioner saying that him said that, oh, there are two investigated units that investigated. You have the luxury of talking about murder. Me not have the luxury of doing that. And in other words, I don't have to talk to you because you don't know nothing. It's me, commissioner, run things. And even when I made the appeal in that letter to the commissioner, it's time that you come out and you sit and you listen to content of the people. And you had week before last door, you whole heap of money spent and carry them go hotel and them eat good. They are making strategy. How can you be strategizing when you don't have anything that is leading what people are saying about the service that they are accessing and you are giving to them? How you can have a strategy meeting, but there's nothing in there that allows for you to have a discussion or a breakout session with community group and people right across the length and breadth of Jamaica that is informing how you are going to treat the Jamaican people. What are people saying? What are people saying about how they're treated when they come to the police station? So again, Jeffrey, I'm sorry for the Integrity Commission. Hear what me feel? This is my prediction. Andrew, I go find a way to dissolve the Integrity Commission. Him knows that the judiciary.
True.
Him knows that the judiciary will not stop him. Him not have nobody in that arm of government that, as far as me concerned, the three arm of government does what this Prime Minister wants to say. And then when you look at it, I watch a clip where Miss Philibert is going to Parliament to talk about Nikisha Burchell. Me not join nobody fan club, because you know that me not archangel. Me none of the archangel, so me not have nobody where me praise and worship. But how dare her go talk about this new breed of politicians have brought down the integrity of the Parliament. Did she hear Rosalie Hamilton interview where Rosalie Hamilton said, "I'm Minister of Government, I know where the bodies are"? Jeffrey, me say every time me hear that I play on my ears, me say, no man, this can't right, no justice not there. You think if me say something now, will offend Andrew, you just find how quick Andrew find me. But you know what me know? The university student were up there, they blind, then can't find her all now.
Until now, gone without a trace.
Eh? Tell me if you not think it's a sci-fi movie that. Eh? But you find the man will tell you, say, you go in your yard, go do this with Juliet, and you go take the man, Steve McGregor, I'll take the man, the policeman, I'll take the man picture with the man in bed with the chimney and had that showing. And I'm telling you.
It wasn't Steve McGregor. It wasn't Steve McGregor.
Who then?
It was what guy name? It wasn't Steve McGregor.
Well, the police them got there, and me never see why them had to take. You take the man from underneath him bed. Why was the chimney flame? And how you find him so quick, but you couldn't find the person who took the university student. Or you, if you notice, Jeffrey, in recent times, you hear about kidnapping in Jamaica. So I'm not surprised about the people that will come from London. There was a story some time ago of a woman who came from America, who did leave her son and go to America. And when she got to America, she go work hard and she did there mind the son, and then she decided that she come home for she buy and carry her house. And when the man go for her at airport, me read it in the newspaper, me see him put a gun on her leg and say, "Your son tell me to kill her," and she just beg him to turn back and go to the airport. Or the woman who came from America, and when they got home, the masked man went into the house to rob them. And when the daughter and the husband arrested the man, and the man get the gun and shoot it, and then remove the mask, it was her son. So these things are not strange to me, Jeffrey. Them things are not strange to me. Jamaica has lost its moral compass. I hope for the sake of the generation that will come after me, that we will have more public discourse. We will have people protesting for a better Jamaica for all people to live in, and the policies must be above board. The people who represent us must have the integrity. And I pray to God for the men and women of the Integrity Commission, because I can imagine they must be living in fear of their life every day that they go into that office to fight for the Jamaican people and the country of Jamaica. God bless them for the job that they are doing for how long. And I've seen me not hear nobody I come talk about how they in the Integrity Commission, they have disregarded, they have tear down these people. You remember when Greg Christie, when the man got shot, you remember he made a statement?
Yeah, man, Greg Christie go ask the government.
Go and ask the government. And you remember the great Jamaican woman come out and said that Greg Christie shouldn't did say that? You remember when that happened and Greg Christie said, go and ask the government. And let me tell you this, so many people who have fought for this country have lost their lives. And there has not been a way to celebrate the fact that people get up and fight for the heart and soul of this country. And they don't get the public recognition that they deserve for doing the right thing, because what? The wrong players are always in the position. But here's what is true. Here's what is true. You see from 6, the people them were now are 6 to 14. They believe in nothing that the government or any public official say in this country. So anything them want to do. And that is the generation now that they said they are highly involved in crime. As early as 6 to 14, if you go out there and ask them, people there, what you think about the government? All them thief and liar wicked. Imagine that is the legacy of a leader and political party who wants to lead this country in the future, when the majority of young people, look how much of them go take out the voters ID. Almost 25% of people who go take out the voters ID who reach 18 never vote and never will vote. Because they don't see nothing to vote for. And on a campaign every 5 years. And what they are not seeing, they are not like when you say.
Continue talking.
Contrary to what you see, when you say Argentina and Brazil go play a match, imagine them not even can go from where they live to go to the match. And they are cheering on their side because there is hope that something that they believe in will win. And they can't have the government have this effect on getting them to believe in democracy, getting them to believe in a system of justice, getting them to see that the justice system works, getting them to see that there is integrity in the men and women who take public office. I would vote for Miss Monroe any day at all. I continue to recognize that in her prediction, she has never been favor to one party or a political movement. In all of her reports, she talks about how much money is missing each year in each administration from the government, and that it has been unaccounted for. I think she's an excellent public servant. I hope one day she will be given a senior position to really run this government. So, and just like how I would like to see some people who, when you talk to them, them telling them they have no interest in our politics. But I believe that there would be great transformation leaders. I would like to see some of those people ascend to the offices, because I believe those that are there are bankrupt and them not going anywhere. And the Jamaican people have no integrity like that.
Bankrupt government.
Yeah,
Right?
it bankrupt, man. It bankrupt, Jeffrey. And you see it every day. You hear the argument the other day. Did you agree to take 10,000 third world people? Why them could come out and say we agree? Because how are we going to benefit? How as a nation, struggling as we are, how are we benefiting from this? Jeffrey, remember, said our fourth parents then come here in a chain and slavery. So why would you even want to bring a system where a man can live in country and go into the United States with all the resources we have? Why you not just send him back on yard, man? Where you going to send him come here for? Every day when the Asian people them come out, one of our nearest neighbor, we put them back in a boat and we send them back at 80. Go where we not even know if they're gonna leave after they come after the ship. But why would you be taking other foreign nationals and having them come here and live in the land of wood and water? And you think that is justified? And you don't think that is colonization in reverse? The system of oppression by which we came here is a system of oppression that you're going to force on the people. So, my brother, me believe bro got in fourth term, because let me tell you, for you to be telling the man that if we come back as opposition, you more than confident no brute. When the election card said that the man did not come.
Listen to me, Luke. The People's National Party has some infighting going on, you know. And I thought to stop this nonsense. And for them to gain state power in this country, they must continue campaigning. Campaign not done. Election over, campaign not done. That's all I have to say.
No, man, you know, see their advance look like him I go beat Nathan Campbell, and the other one, Hall Scott, come out and have dating and they suffer from verbal. May I tell you, say, you know, this country is so amazing. It's an amazing country, because out of the struggle of the people who fight for this country, Paul Bogle. You notice that I always say it came down to some individual. There's always some individual who decide that they're going to give them heart for this country. The Paul Bogle, the Sam Shaw, the Marcus Garvey, the Nanya the Maroon, and then you come down to people like Norman Washington Manley, and you come down to people like Buster Manty. And you ask yourself, Jeffrey, seriously, as a me and Yata, big man team, what has really changed what has really changed in this country?
You know what have changed in this country? Every single parliamentarian on the government side and ministers, they're driving brand new Range Rovers or Prados. That's what has changed in this country. And on that note, Mr. Cook, 2 minutes, your final word to the people of this country, and let's go.
No, man, I tell you, I already said the final word. When I got dead, man, I make it know. But here, I hope that more people in their own spaces will reason this out and come out and protest. I saw a man just using, never show him face, but him go show the road where him live, and him must say PMP and labor right, and the road not fixed. I think that we have a beautiful opportunity without having to beat up ourselves, because not everybody is brave enough to go out there and to take a bitter beating for this country, and to have the passion and the love for this country. But I believe that we have the opportunity to use our phone through TikTok, YouTube, or any other social media platform to go out there and highlight things that are happening in the country that are adversely affecting communities and people, and to use our voice in a positive way to bring about the change that we want to see. I believe that we must always be the change that we want to see, and we must be prepared to back down from it. We must fight. And I continue to big you up and to big up the fact that you could have been doing something else this evening, but you're still fighting. You're still fighting from where you are for the heart and soul of this country. And it's people like you that open up the eyes of many Jamaicans to the harsh reality of the atrocity and the fact that the hope is ebbing away from this country. We have become a very hopeless nation under the current leadership. My brother Alwyn was on on his social media platform talking about how his stepmother had to be taken to Spanish Town Hospital, left in a wheelchair, defecated on herself, and his father had to find an elderly man taking care of an 82-year-old woman. At 80-something himself had to take her into the toilet and had to find a way creatively to look after her. And I'm sure that if you look in the toilet, and as I said to you, I'm going to show you how I had to eat. I had to drink some warm tea while I watched my fellow Jamaicans vomiting and carrying on. And when even the janitor who came was telling off the man who was nasty and him what this, and I had to sit there and I had to say to myself, God, how long you going to make me see that wickedness there? But now give me the resources to do anything about it. Because you see, are the people them with the money, you know?
Yes.
Are the people them with the money where them not forgot KPH, them not forgot Spanish Town. Why you would have sit down and watch a Jamaican sit down now down a Cornwall region and sit down in a chair and dead. And Judge Jeffrey, I remember I was at KPH and I told you this thing, and it will live with me as long as me live. Me hear a man a call, nurse, beg you some water. When me get up with the bottle of water, she said, don't give him. As a patient, you can't give him. And I got up the next morning and that man had died, and it has lived with me on my conscience that I don't know if that glass of water would have made a difference, because I don't know. But I know that they watched him suffer as much as he was there crying out for the nurse. They watched him suffer and he died. And I know that when you go to Clinton Public Hospital and the public health spaces, you are treated less than a human being. And as Andrew said, you can ban a Jamaican, but that don't make you a Jamaican. Because the only way you're a Jamaican, you have to have money. You have to have holy pride. Andrew is going to leave this country, the richest prime minister we'll ever have. And people still are going to want to be friends. Because you see the wrong of them are the stronger them is. And the first me ever see this, the whole of Jamaica look like the man that over there. And me not have nothing more to say.
All right. There we have it. Luke George Cook, human rights activist. Thanks for coming on, sir. Thank you very much. We're going to say so long from here for tonight until you hear my voice again. I want to say to you all tonight that, and I may sound like a scratch record, the change that we seek in this country will never come from the People's National Party or the Jamaica Labour Party. But the change that we seek in this country has to come from us as a people. And I must say, I must apologize to Miss K. Osborne and also to Mr. Wilfred Radigan for the outbursts earlier on. I apologize to them on behalf of the Make We Talk program. We're going to say so long from here for tonight until you hear my voice again. I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying so long. May God bless you. May God bless our island home, Jamaica land we love. Good night, everybody. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel.
No light, no road, no. 10 years, you say. 10 long years, and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food, pan we plate. People are suffer, while Andrew I live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through, and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their GLP friends, them build high rise, road still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Legril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food, price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council bro? Country suffocate done and it just smoke. And when we raise the voice so call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, them say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people covered empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking and I'm not too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew I live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, roads still full of hope. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul? Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, our time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food, price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council bro? Country suffocate done and it just smoke. And when we raise the voice so call we political. But the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, them say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know hear us. We are not on the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Hey. Time to go. The people. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know, hear us. We are not body door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live. 10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew will live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still old, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends them build high rise, roads still full of wood. House pocket to a field, while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in our politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant, food price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Time to go. Time to go. The people. Them say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but we voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Hey. Time to go. The people. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaica. and we don't care about no food. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Their JLP friends, them build high-rise, roads still full of hope. A whose pocket do I feel while the nation lose its soul? Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Level, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done really show. Wholeness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food, price reach the sky. You bring in the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan, but 10 years later we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just more. And when we raise the voice, you call we political, but the truth is the truth and the truth is biblical. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. The people, they say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not on the door. Wholeness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Wholeness, our time to go. We no want no hype, we no want no speech. We want action, no, not the lies you preach. Hurricane victims still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. How you live so large when we live in so scanty? Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice. Them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Hey! Time to go. The people. We said no. 10 years and we can't take no more. You know hear us. We are not by the door. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaicans will live.
As children, we learn the true meaning of being a hero. Being a hero requires great sacrifice for others, not just ourselves. We learn about the heroes of Jamaica's past and how much of themselves and their lives they had to give in building a nation we should be proud to call home. They believed in a Jamaica that was more than just a country, more than just an island, more than land surrounded by water. They believed in a dream of a free nation of people, a nation built on the foundation of their sacrifices, a nation of many people working as one, a nation that would continue to produce legends and nation builders that serve towards that vision. As children, we were also taught the national pledge, a solemn promise, an undertaking. I would like to believe Sir Hugh, while writing this pledge, understood the vision and dreams of our heroes. It's clear being a hero is too much to ever ask any one citizen. Luckily, the pledge does not require heroics of any of us. It merely asks that we honor our heroes by striving to advance our nation and ultimately inspire the world, like they and many Jamaicans have done. It's important we remember those words. These words. Before God and all mankind, I pledge love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body in service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. like me, a Jamaican born and raised on this land, maybe you will remember saying those words, singing that song in a classroom or some general assembly. If so, like me, you made a pledge. Somehow it seems like many of us have forgotten that. The crime and violence, the indiscipline and short-sightedness, the corruption, the lack of respect for beautiful lands we are blessed with, and the waters that surround and nurtures us. We have to do better. Let us honor our heroes so that they would not have sacrificed so much in vain. I hope this video can make a difference to even one soul. If so, it would all be worth it. If you feel the way I do, share it. May my voice become yours. Thanks for watching.
Eternal and sovereign God, we come before you today. The God of righteousness, the God of Eternal and sovereign God, we come before you today. The God of righteousness, the God of justice, the God of peace, we come today, oh God, in no other name but the name of Jesus Christ. We come, Lord, putting our Jamaica land we love in your hands. Almighty God, it is your word that says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then and only then you will hear from heaven and heal our land. And Almighty God, without a vision, the people perish. And so today, Lord, we come because Jamaica is weighed down under the weight of corruption. We're polluted, oh God, by cronyism and nepotism. But today, Lord, we come in your name and we say, Lord, rise up leaders like Moses who led the people out of bondage. Rise up leaders like Nehemiah who had a clean hands and clean heart. We pray, God, that you will rescue Jamaica and sound the trumpet in Zion, sound the alarm, oh God, that Jamaica will understand that you, oh God, cares for the people of this country. And so, Lord, we come against every badmanism. We come against every plans of the enemy. And like David said in the wilderness, you come with spear and javelin, but the People's National Party come in the name of the Lord God of hosts, the army of Israel. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. We're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk, people.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica. Make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad and the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth. Make we reason. Make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va. No upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.